All right, hello. Welcome to Otis Frampton Live once again. Going to be working on this Daredevil / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles commission, doing some more work on that. Hopefully finishing tonight or near tonight. Make sure that the audio is good. I'm just gonna dive in today. The streaming software and everything looks like it's working pretty good, so I'm just gonna get working here. And I know everybody will be happy about that. I'm not gonna be wasting anybody's time. As always, I am monitoring the chat, so feel free to talk to me. Just make sure that just making sure my big head doesn't get in the way. I think I forgot to let everybody know what I'm working on here. So I did say that it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Can't say it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles commission. It's a full comic page. It's a mashup between them and Daredevil. And I've been working on it for a few weeks now, chipping away at it. Hopefully going to finish it tonight. Well, the inks anyway. Still got to get some tones in here, I think. And then there's the coloring, which will take more time. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody, well, there's some people in the chat. Hey Brad, how you doing? Thanks for watching. I'm glad we can share the time and space together. And good luck with the book. having to be careful about the line weight for the guy in the back here. Went pretty thick with the line weight on the foreground characters for a reason, so I'm going to have to do the outline first for this guy before I decide how thick I want the lines to be, to make sure he's a little bit more subdued. Once I get these commissions off my schedule, I'm thinking about adding some different types of shows to the live stream. Still doing 5 days a week, but doing different types of things. One of my ideas is to do sort of a movie commentary / draw stream, where I put on a movie and I do commentary for the movie while drawing something sort of inspired by the movie. Kind of a drawing commentary or a draw-mentary. I haven't figured it out yet. Another idea I had, what did I just do here? Oh, that's an idea. Another idea is to do like a co-draw stream, or invite people on to draw with me, and we both, sort of do similar pieces at the same time. Invite a couple of my artist friends to do that, maybe. I didn't want to start doing that too early because I didn't want to make promises that I couldn't keep, but I think that the streaming is working out. I'm able to keep the schedule, and at least most of the time. So I thought it might be fun once in a while. I have this huge backlog of, back library, I don't know what you would call it, of pieces that I did in the past that it's all commission work, and it doesn't really, first of all, I kind of have this rule that I don't like resell or repurpose commissions that I do, even digital commissions. It's sort of a rule of mine that whoever buys it gets to have it, and I'm not going to try to profit further off it. It's kind of important to make sure that the clients feel like they're getting something that's just theirs, at least to me. But some of the stuff that I did way back long ago. I did very, very painterly backgrounds, sort of like trying to create the look of an animated a cell animation. And some of those I'm still really proud of that work, and it still kind of represents, you know, something that I like, whereas the character art, my work has changed a lot. I think much to the chagrin of some people. Some people wish I would have stuck to a certain style, but it didn't feel right to me. Anyway, I thought it might be fun to do like a do-over live stream where I take old pieces and do draw-overs to create new pieces with the character line art over the painted backgrounds that I've done. I've gone through my library and found some that would be good. Did I screw that up? No. Good possibilities for that idea. That'd be fun. See you, Brad. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing the children's book you're working on. Oh, thank you, Kylo. Much appreciated. One thing I want to do when I'm finished with this and some other commission pieces that I'm chipping away at is post, since I have pretty much the creation of them all on video, go and do like a full time lapse for them when I'm all done. I gotta finish this. Get distracted. All right. As far as the idea for the like movie commentary draw stream, I know that some people might be like, why would I care what you what you think of a movie? And I'm not really implying that anybody would care, but it would give me something to focus on in terms of like talking about something while I create something new, which might be fun. Where is my pen? There's one of them. And I have some ideas for what I would do. Just make sure this is in frame here. I have some sketches for Halloweenies pieces. If you've ever seen my Instagram, you'll know I did a few illustrations called Halloweenies. It's, you know, kids dressed in Halloween costumes. And I have some sketches ready to go for those that I just haven't had time to get to for various reasons. So that might be fun to do. Kylo asks, any helpful advice on how to detail your art skill set on a resume besides having, you know what? I have no idea. I am not. I've never had to have some kind of resume for anything. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, there's, it depends on the skills. I guess you would just, lay out whichever skills you have and don't have. Like any resume. I wish I could help, but it's not something that I ever had to do. Any of the jobs that I've gotten have really been based on just having work out there. Honestly, I don't think I've ever applied for an art related job. It's all sort of been based on people seeing my work and responding. I know that's not helpful. Sorry. But I mean, if you're going to take anything away from what I just said, it's, make sure you have your work out there. Make sure you have a landing page. Oh, hold on. I'm going to get my. So just, have a place to point people to that has a good sampling of your artwork. Keep putting new work out there. Always be promoting. The longest art gig that I ever got, well, actually both of them. I worked for How It Should Have Ended for about 7 years, and Daniel Baxter saw my work on DeviantArt. It's just me posting stuff all the time and consistently, and he thought, oh, he might be good for a background and character artist. And I think that all the gigs I got drawing books at Capstone was through the same way. I think that an editor saw my work on DeviantArt. Now, obviously, DeviantArt isn't like the best place to depend on these days. It's a much different place than it was in, say, 2010 or 11. But the same rules apply just in, on social media. Just have a place. Just put yourself out there. Yeah, I don't know what advice I would give to somebody looking to get into that kind of stuff today. My first pro gig was via sketch card sets for Tops and Upper Deck. I don't know if that's really even a thing anymore. I stopped doing it a long time ago. After drawing thousands of sketch cards. Practically going blind, drawing so small constantly. It was a great intro job. I always thought of drawing sketch cards professionally, quote unquote, as like the McDonald's of illustration gigs. It should be entry level. It should not be something that you get into and aspire to keep doing forever. Get in, let them use you, and use them for what you need them to give you for your career, and then get out. But that applies to, it also applies to any job. There's a good piece of advice that goes, your main goal at your current job, long term, should be to get your next job. I mean, there's a lot of ways to interpret that, but always be thinking where it can, do the best you can at the job. I'm not saying to half-ass anything, but you should always be thinking of next steps and where you want to take yourself next. I think that's what that advice is really meant to be. Some people might think that's a cynical way of approaching work, but honestly, it's not meant to be. Where was that? There we go. It's just practical. You don't want to stagnate no matter what you're doing. I spoke to one really big name comic artist once, and they told me that they never make a decision on what to do next unless that isn't based on how it will advance their career. I don't know that I could be that way, just because I don't think of what I do in terms of career advancement, because I don't know that there is much when it comes to comics. Except unless you're a big name. But I think when you're in the indie scene, it's a little different. Hello, Ivan from Brazil. How you doing? I apologize for how much I flipped the page around. I'm a page turner. Didn't even realize I did it until somebody on a live stream called me out on it. I guess that's not something that other artists do. I have to. My eyesight's too terrible. I gotta keep moving it around. check something real quick. Okay. Okay. Thank you, IDW Publishing. Much appreciated. I think this is going to be one of those pieces where the coloring is going to be pretty fun. So I think that it's going to be a nighttime scene. Obviously, there's a moon up here, but I think I can get like multiple light/color sources. Light from I have the light from below, lighting mainly Matt Murdock here, maybe, and then maybe imply that there's a couple of neon signs on either side, casting like red and blue light onto the turtles. And then of course up here it's going to be silhouetted. But it's going to be a fun one to color. There's a word for artists in art who create art that looks sort of complete and you know, really great on its own. I don't think I fit that category. I think I need some finishing touches. I forget the word. I saw it recently. But I saw it in relation to Daniel Warren Johnson's work, where it's like if you saw it, you wouldn't feel like it needed anything else, or you wouldn't feel like it was incomplete. To figure that out. I've been making comic art a long time, many years, and thank you. Professionally, I've been doing comics since 2000. What was it? 2005. Yeah, it's Daredevil. No, it's not Casey Jones. It's Daredevil. It's a Daredevil / TMNT mashup. If I can show it real quick one more time. So it's a scene where the turtles are hanging out with Matt Murdock on a rooftop, and if you can read the dialogue here, it says Mike's saying, "So all we did was lift the manhole cover, and bam, some guy's Mazda hit it and got totaled. Now he's suing us for damages." So basically, they've gone to Matt Murdock for some legal advice, and he says, "You guys got any collateral damage insurance?" And the other turtle chimes in and says, "Better question: is there any pizza left?" Because this guy's monopolizing the box. That's what that's all about. No, I do not go to art school. Everybody I know who went to art school for like illustration, not everybody, most people, I'd say 75-80% of the people I know who actually got a degree in like illustration or drawing or something like that don't use their degree and have student debt. I chose to go in the Air Force. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Instead, and now I have health coverage for life, which is great because I had a brain tumor, so that paid off. But you know, I'm not saying art school is a total mistake. It can be great if you're focused on what you want to do. You know, if you go to something focused like the Kubert School, but going to college for that, nah. I did get surgery. I've had brain surgery twice to take care of the tumor. Actually, I'm coming up on my second brain anniversary, as my wife and I call it. August 25th last year was my second brain surgery in 3 years. It's the one that put me in the hospital afterwards for 30 days because of complications. That wasn't fun. So instead of thinking about it in those terms, we celebrate it and call it my brain anniversary. So happy brain anniversary to me this Sunday. And in case anybody's wondering, like, if I have some sort of gruesome, like, scars or anything, it was the kind where they go through your sinuses to get to your brain. And so I just have messed up sinuses now, but no horrible, like, holes in my head or anything. It's pretty cool. I do, thanks. I do attend comic conventions sometimes, not as much as I used to. I really don't think of them as like unnecessary thing for comic creators these days. And it's so expensive to travel. It makes it almost prohibitive unless you're the kind of pro who's making big bucks or getting, you know, flown out. It can be really difficult to maintain that. I think they used to be more important when, you know, comic editors would go to conventions to seek out new talent, but that's just not how it's done anymore. I mean, maybe some people get their job that way, but the internet's changed everything. So I don't think comic conventions have the same place in the same perception in the industry as they used to. I think they can be a place to find new talent these days, but I think that's pretty rare. Anybody who has what it takes to get into comics is probably getting in other ways and not hanging around Comic Cons showing their portfolio. Good night. mistake. Dang it. Oh well. I'll have to figure out a way to fix that. All right, so only a few things to go here to finish it up, and then I'll be able to put some gray tone on it. Gotta figure out what I want to do with that. I might play around in Procreate with, like, take a picture of this and just do some lighting passes to see how I might want to do the final ink wash. Make sure that I know what I'm gonna do before I do it. I do that sometimes with traditionally inked pieces. If I'm going to do like any kind of like toning, before I do that, I'll practice what I might want to do in Procreate, and that way I have a guide for myself, so I don't screw up the piece of original artwork. All right, coming up on the 8 o'clock hour Central Time here. I think that's all for tonight. Let's see what we got here. We finished up a guy eating pizza up on the water tower. Finished up most of the inks on the other characters. So there's not much more to do on this. I will be back. I'm hoping to finish up the inks on this off the show, so that when I come back next week I can do the gray tones and have this piece finished. So that's my plan. I hope you will join me next week to see that. Tomorrow I'll be back with 2 shows. One, what did I say? I think I'm going straight from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Tomorrow Central, 2 hours. First hour I'll be working on doing some inking on the Captain America commissions I've been working on, and then the second hour I'll be working in Procreate, coloring some of those pages. It's a 5-page comic commission for Captain America. In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Still getting the hang of this live streaming multiple places at once. I think it's working pretty well. So hopefully I'll be able to keep doing it and do more interesting shows in the future. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and take